YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Potionomics, the full game! As promised, during my little sneak peek of the demo, Potionomics is finally out, and I grabbed it and gave it a little playthrough just to take go a little deeper than the demo, but I've far from beating it, but I'm loving it so far. So, it's series time. If you've watched my series on Reciteer, I love that game, and I'm liking this game so far, so let us begin anew. Some of this will be a repeat of what you saw in the demo playthrough. I apologize if that is, but a lot of it deviates and you get to go a lot deeper into the game. My dearest Sylvia, greetings from Rafta. It's here on this charming island that I'll build my potion shop, fulfilling my lifelong dream. I hope one day that you'll be able to see it. I'm among the very first to set foot on the island since Maven the Witch Queen fell in battle. Her unsanctioned experiments made this land like no others. Who knows what riches await me. Love to your mother. Tell your father he still owes me money. Your Uncle Oswald. Dearest niece, thank you for sending your potions. Sadly, it must have spoiled in transit, unless you meant for it to taste like old cabbage. Anyway, keep at it. Warms my heart to think you might follow in your old uncle's footsteps. Apparently he does not know how to take a selfie. After mountains of paperwork, months of construction, my potion shop is finally reality. We open our doors tomorrow. Wish me luck, although what could go wrong? Sincerely, Uncle Oswald. He also must have been kind of morbid to pre-write out his "Hey, I'm dead" postcard before he died. Like, I guess he must know that he was doing something dangerous? Or faking his own death. He could be faking his own death. I don't know. So come to Rafta, accept your inheritance, and show this town what our family is capable of achieving. You can do it. Dearly departed Oswald. Please accept our firm's condolences for your recent loss of your relation. In terms of his will, blah blah blah, fine print, private, must be claimed in person or deemed forfeit. Basically, you can't just get the deed. You have to come and claim it. Considering the significant sums your uncle borrowed from our establishment, it's certain to be an impressive piece of property. Nope. Okay, this place is not all I hoped for. But this could still work. I can make this work. I just need to air it out a bit and chase off that bird I saw in the rafters. Good thing I've got a broom. Forgive me for the intrusion. I wasn't expecting to have the opportunity to act on Oswald's will so soon. I'm Helene, and you're Sylvia, right? We have some business to discuss, but first, I should offer my condolences on the loss of your uncle. Thanks, but I didn't really know him that well. All the same, it's a pity. Particularly since he left behind such a substantial debt. As his designated heir, responsibility for that debt now falls to you. What, really? I didn't know how it worked. But I guess that's fine. I'll be making money now that I've got this shop. I'll guess that's fine. No. You gotta get another lawyer for yourself, Sylvia. You gotta push back. Excellent. Would you like to pay the full balance of 1 million gold now? What? Take it you prefer to set up a payment plan. But that's so much gold. You could build 5 shops with that much gold. What in the world did Oswald do with all of it? Mismanaged it, to judge by appearances. I have his contract right here if you'd like to look it over. That fine print is very fine. Well, bam! What did you just do? Invoked a soul binding, which transfers Oswald's rights and obligations onto you. Make your payments on time, and this shop is yours. Default on the loan, however, and you forfeit the property and will be legally obliged to work for us until such time as we deem your debt repaid. That sounds bad. I'm confident that you have everything that you need to succeed. In fact, here, I'll get you started. Sell me this old potion, and I can be your first patron. Alright, so we have a mini tutorial, but we don't exactly have good cards. attempt to raise her interest in the potion. It's a potion! Wait, you knew that. Flail in your attempt. It's pretty good, probably? Blunder your way through the attempt to raise her interest. I think you'll like it. I like you'll think it. No, wait. The stress is getting to me. And we get 3 stress cards. This is all scripted. Panic! If in hand at the end of turn, increase stress by 20. Blank out. Increase by 20. Despair. Yeah, we can't actually play any of those, so we just lose our minds. Well, I'll trust you get the hang of it. You have a full 10 days before your first payment is due. I'll be seeing you, Sylvia. Good luck. Of course this would happen. I never should have come here. What am I going to do? Oh, beep! Fun fact, if you actually add a censor bleep into YouTube, they're more likely to demonetize you, even if the censor bleep is covering up not an actual swear word. Huh? Blat. Oh, my hip. Hoot hoot. I heard that, you. You can talk. Well, of course I can talk. You must be new here. This is Rafta, where the strange is commonplace and the birds are chatty. And what property laws are like in Rafta, because I'm pretty sure you're trespassing. I live here, actually, if you can call it living, eating scraps, hiding in the shadows. You live here in the shop? I didn't know Uncle Oswald had a pet. Oh, he never mentioned me? How strange. Perhaps he was just so embarrassed to admit how integral I was to his shop. Yes, that's it. In fact, I was the brains of his whole operation. My name is Owl. That's it? Owl? Really? I guess Uncle Oswald was a first idea, best idea kind of guy. Anyway, Owl, it was nice meeting you and all, but I'm getting on the first boat out of here. No, you don't want to do that. I saw what happened. That lawyer's soul binding means she'll be able to track you down to the end of the globe. With a single payment, you'll find yourself toiling away for untold years, chained to a cubicle, until you've worked off your debt. There's no way I can make enough by selling potions. Maybe not the traditional route, but you've arrived at a fortuitous time. There are 5 competitions taking place over the next 50 days, a series of contests which local merchants will go head-to-head in tournaments of artistry and salesmanship. Look, I have information on your first competition here. See? The initial prize money will cover your first payment handily. You'll simply have to make a few specific potions in advance. Those are what you'll be judged on. Win the first competition and you automatically qualify for the next one, which the prizes will be even better. Just look at that juicy grand prize. Win all 5 competitions and you'll have the money you need to get that debt collector off your back for good. You really think I've got a shot at this? Probably. I mean, really, it's your only hope. And I'm willing to help. Brains in the operation, remember? I know a thing or two. All right, then. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's do it. You and me, Owl. We're going to win those competitions. Let's brew some potions. Let's make some money. Let's do some Potionomics. Ooh, boy. Capitalism, ho! All right, potion a day keeps the healer away. A new study has highlighted the benefits of daily health potion use and shoring up the body's natural defenses. Increased value for health potions. Handy modifier. So you cleaned up the place nicely. Nicely done. Now the real work can begin. I'm not going to read everything here. All right, let's get to the cauldron and let's get brewing. It does unlock things for us slowly at first, but the game opens up much more quickly and much more widely. So that's a new mechanic that she has to increase her certification to be able to brew new types of potions. Certainly got your hours, starting now in fact. Right, my first professional brew. I better go over the notes. So yeah, basically there are 5 or 6 different ingredient types, and each potion is made up of at least 2 of them, and you need to add them together in even amounts or proper amounts. They're not always equal. I guess the mighty Magimin. Whatever magic has left its mark. Yeah, each ingredient has these little magic things in them, and that determines how much magical potency they have when you mix them together and brew them. The ratio, yep, gotta get the ratio correct. One step at a time. So red and green magims, if that specific combination gives us a health potion. So this one gives us 6 magims of green. This one gives us 6 of red, and now they're even. But we get more potions and better potions by putting more in here. That's everything we need. Let's get a lid on and set to brew. It takes 2 time for that, 12 and 12. And with the balance being perfect, we get a substantial bonus to the creation of our potions here. Now, nothing left to do but let it cook. Potions should be ready this afternoon. Meantime, I have some old ones in our inventory. Let's go ahead and arrange them on the shelves. Alright, 3 health potions, which is handy because we get bonuses to those. I think the day 1 bonus is scripted, but I have a feeling like the bonuses and penalties that show up randomly on future days are randomly determined. But they want to get you started with a little bit of a bonus, teach you how daily bonuses work and whatnot. So we only have 1 shelf. It has no bonuses, but it has slots for 3 potions. You can see that their value is in green, which means they are being boosted by the current effects. So they're worth a little bit more than they normally would be. Finally ready to open the store. Let's sell some potions. Alright, and handy, the 2 time periods that the brew takes happens in the background. So by opening shop and advancing 2 time periods, which is 1, 2, the potion will be done perfectly at the same time we're done doing our sales thing. So efficiency! And yet, potions brew 2 time slots overnight, very important fact to keep in mind. Hopefully this goes better than yesterday. It will, it has to. Just keep the basics in mind, you'll be fine. So yeah, haggling. This is the strategic element of this game. And a lot better than the way Reciteer did it, where you basically had to know the breakpoints under the hoods. If you knew that, you could get the perfect haggle every time. Here, it's a little battle. It's kind of like Slay the Spire. So yeah, you need to, in the damage, quote unquote, you inflict on the customer is basically raising their interest. And the higher their interest goes, the more they're willing to pay for your potion. But they will, if they run out of patience, they'll leave and not buy the potion. So you can't get too greedy. And they will try to hit you with some debuffs or some stress damage too. Good to see you. I mean it. This looks pretty nice if the price is right. Alright, we can do a set 'em up, increases interest by 4, and applies set 'em up, which increases the interest applied by reel 'em in by 20%. So now reel 'em in used to do 7, now it gives us 8. But it takes 2 patience to play these. So that's kind of the resource that we're doing. But that went up at heart, the heart went up the sales bonus price. Because the base price is 24, so it goes up in there. And now we have a brace yourself where she's about to hit us with some stress damage, but we can protect ourselves with that. Let's end that turn. So now the customer gets to do their thing. And also, passing the turn causes the customer to lose 1 patience each turn that it's been. So if we pass the turn next time, she'll lose 2 plus an extra because of her thing. But just like in the demo, it doesn't let me spend the rest of my patience. There's no reason to leave patience on the table as long as you don't run out before you close the deal or close it out manually. But I guess we'll have to do that. So that pushes us 1 thing. It gives us an extra 5% bonus on the sale price as well. So it's a good thing to play as your very last card. All right, we got set 'em up. Now these just replace themselves but waste time. They are absolutely awful cards, and we are going to be replacing these as soon as we can. Brace yourself is useless. Another set 'em up is okay, I guess. Oh, I guess the buff carries over, so there's no reason to play set him up again. I mean, it's not really that thing, and he's not trying to do stress damage, so we don't need to brace ourselves, so we just end the turn early. So yeah, he's going to do some extra patience loss, so he loses 2 instead of the normal 1. Wow, lots of close-it-outs. Well, let's hope we get a good one here. There's Maria Man. That's better. Now we can close it out. We'll get him to a 3rd heart and the extra 5% bonus, and he won't get a chance to stress us. Once we get better cards in our deck, we can hammer away and get more hearts more reliably. So this guy starts with some 2 defense. Oh, and he's about to hit us with some stress damage. So we do need to brace here. We can hit him with a reel him in. It's not as efficient without the set him up, but that's still fine. And we don't need a second brace, so I'm just going to end the turn. Let him take a shot. And there's our set him ups. He's going to defend himself and also give us a debuff at the same time. Well, let's set him up. It's the first card of the round. Let's think. Sylvia, think. Let's think again. Alright, I guess we're just going to have to do a set him up to push him into 2 hearts and then manually close the deal. We don't get that 5% bonus, but if we were to end turn here, he would run out of patience and just leave without buying. I'd rather him buy than not buy. And he also doesn't get his turn if you close the deal. That's all of them for now, but if I could offer you a small suggestion, it's a negotiation. Sometimes the best move is to make the move you haven't thought about yet. When you don't like your options, take a moment and scheme your way to a better path. So this is a much better card than the one he gave you in the demo, which basically allows you to toss your whole hand, but only replaces the cards that you toss and doesn't replace itself. Scheme just gives you 3 new cards, which is much better. It lets you dig for better options. Health potions should be done brewing. Let's take a look. And yeah, in the background, the potions did its thing. Bottle them up. Superb brew. Not bad, 2 of them. That's the first batch done. Why not make more for the night shift? Let's diversify your offerings, though. You never know what'll be in demand. Mana potions require green and yellow. And he gives us the extra ingredients that we need for those. Let's make those mana potions. Obviously, once we get further into the game, they're not going to be drip feeding the... mana potions take a little longer to brew than health, so let's pump up the heat to speed up the process. So yeah, we get fuel here. As an optional ingredient. You can feed up to 3 pieces of fuel to the fire to really boost that brewing speed. If there's a little bit of hay left, go ahead and feed it to the fire. Let's give it some hay. And that speeds it up by 2 here. Or speeds it up by 1, rather. Okay, now we can open the shop for the afternoon to sell the health potions. Unfortunately, we only have the 2. Think about your haggling strategy. Oh yeah, I think this is where we get to update our deck. So yeah, this is our deck as it stands now, and eventually we need to get to swap out all of these because they all kind of stink, except Close It Out. Close It Out's actually pretty good. I like Close It Out. But the others are, first off, there's entirely too many Close It Outs, but yeah. Here's his new thing. We get 2 scheme cards. Yeah, you have to have exactly 20 cards. At least I think, yeah, it won't let you save it with less than 20. So you need exactly 20 cards in your deck. But we're getting rid of these Think Sylvia Thinks, and we are replacing them with the far superior schemes. Alright, so if we arrange our potions, we don't have enough, but we don't really have much of a choice at this point. So let's just put these 2 on here. Yeah, our potions are brewing. We've arranged. Let's go to open. Do you ever get used to the smell? This one might work for me, but I'm not entirely sold yet. Alright, so he's 11 patience. He's going to do some time damage to himself. Just to reel it in will work here. It's too early to close it out. We're going to end turn. Alright, give me better. Alright, there's a set him up. I still hit one of my Think Sylvia Thinks. We can reel him in. Let's cycle. Let's cycle. There's a Close It Out. I'll take the Close It Out. Although, no, I have to take the close. No, actually, no. We set him up again, and that will push us to the next heart here. Yeah, because that'll push us over here and give us the extra bonus 5. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Oof, terrible. Well, no, not terrible. So yeah, we might need to double brace here. Although that is going to waste at the start of her turn. Well, let's see if it works. 3 turns of fuming? Oh man! And I can't even defend against that. Okay, we don't want to dilly-dally here. Otherwise that's going to, yeah, let's reel him in. I do not want to take too much stress damage here. All right, there's our scheme. Let's give me something good. That's not entirely good. We'll set him up again. And yeah, just close it out. It's enough to get to the 4th heart. Good enough. So now the problem with stress here is we have a 2% chance. Every time we draw a card for any reason, there's a 2% chance that it's going to be a stress card instead of one of our real cards. Now stress goes over when she sleeps and other stuff can bleed off stress, but that's going to carry with us to other negotiations. But I mean, 2%'s not too bad. Nice job. Now don't forget those mana potions. There's still time to sell them before the day's over. Let's bottle them up. But I don't want my thing to be idle. My brewer. Ooh, a perfect brew. We got the optional bonus star for it. Yes, please. This time we'll kick it up a notch. Yeah, there we go. These are some high test roots. Let's drop these in and make some real potions. Because you can only put in, at least in this cauldron, 4 ingredients, but the ingredients can be a lot more potent. So we got 36 and 36. That's about as much of potency that this thing can take. And yeah, let's give it some hay. Set it to brew. And that's the thing, overnight, so crossing this barrier, it gets 2 time units of brew time for free. So it'll actually be ready in the morning, because it'll be 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Alright, I don't think we got... Yeah, we didn't get any new cards. We can improve, though, I promise. So yeah, we have to actually range our potions. Get those 2 mana potions for sale. See what we can do, and then we will go about getting our new stuff here. Devalue the potion. Okay, let's think. Let's reel him in. I hate think Sylvia think it is so useless. Dang. Okay, we need to close out on this turn. They only have 5 patients, so I'm not going to bother defending. We just close it because we have a close it out. Double reel them in and then close it out, I think, is the correct answer. Even scheme is not quite worth the patience here. Yeah, because that'll push us to the 3rd heart and give us a bonus to get that price back up again. Well, you are out shopping late. And... terrible starting hand. Glad I got the brace, so we don't have to eat more stress. But end turn with no progress, that's not fun. This coupon I drew on a napkin. Alright, there we go. There's the set 'em up. We reel him in. Unfortunately, that only lasts for 1 reel him in, so this one's at normal power. Yeah, we're not going to have a lot of time because he's going to be down to 2 patients next round, and there's no guarantee that I draw another close it out. So I am going to close it out here before giving him another turn here. I think I can get the hang of all this. Hey, what's the big idea? You can't set up shop here. Sure I can. I live here. Are you invoking squatters' rights? 'Cause I've got dibs. I've been kicking back in this trash heap for weeks now. You didn't clean up that weird-looking mildew in the corner, did you? I was saving that for later. I think there's been some mistake. My name's Sylvia. I just inherited this place. Huh, just when you're sure you know a condemned building when you see it. Maybe your arrival isn't all bad news. You're obviously some kind of potions witch. As it happens, I've got a semi-legitimate business selling all sorts of magical ingredients. You know, like the kind of stuff you use to make potions. Should kick some business some my way. Of course. We need to make friends with our supplier. Sure thing. I'm definitely going to need those ingredients before long. And now, when it's time to buy, you'll think of me, Quinn. I call that move planting the seed. Feel free to use it in your own hustle. Now that's a card. It hits the customer for 8 each turn. Every time you pass it to the customer, bam, 8 for 1 time thing. Now that is a card. You know what? I think I will use that. Oh yeah, I will. But where can I find your shop? It's hard to miss. Just go outside and look up. Look forward to doing business. Once I'm up and running, I'll need ingredients pretty regularly. Oh yeah. Guess I'll see you around then. What's that weird mildew get you first? This could actually work. 407 gold on the first day. Not too bad. So yeah, we gotta do 3 potions for the competition on day 10. And that $10,000 prize is just gonna go right to our debt. But that also means that we can freely spend the gold that we make in the intermediary, since our debt payment is covered by the prize here. So everything we do here is to get up to win this competition. Alright folks, so if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!